Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we have a long video. Probably this is going to be Photon, and we're gonna see who can counter her the best, who could be like the fastest one, finish with more health. And yeah, we have a bunch of champions today, like probably like 20, maybe more than 20, because Photon is a defender that we fought so many times. So there's a lot of champions that can take Photon, but I chose the ones that I feel like are the best ones. And we're starting off with the science class, and this is Titania, where here I didn't even have to bait the pure light form. This was really a really good rotation right there. And this is going to be really fast. And as you can see, we finished with a full yellow bar. There's one downside to this, unfortunately. Okay, so we did it in 44 seconds. There's one downside because, here they don't have masteries. So Photon, most of the times in the battlegrounds, is going to have inequity. The opponent is going to have inequity, which is going to reduce your damage a lot with those debuffs. So technically, the champions that prevent the debuffs on you, or they can cleanse them, are the fastest. But yeah, there's just nothing I could have done here. But yeah, I just want to show some champions that can actually take her. And this is as close as it gets to like reality, I guess. So this is actually Count Nefari. I wasn't sure if I wanted to include this, but he's actually like not bad for Photon. As you can see, you can always parry the last hit of the special one. It's very easy, and you get that energy vulnerability. Even though Photon has energy resistance, that energy vulnerability is so strong. Like, look at that, we're hitting so hard without even any furies. Now the special 2 is just gonna destroy her. Actually really solid for Nefaria. Probably like same speed, yeah, a little bit slower than Titania, 53 seconds. Very solid though for like a Photon. Now we're moving on to the skill class. Obviously here we're gonna have a ton of champions because skill class can take her fastest, obviously. So this is the first one, is Okoye. So Okoye is actually not that good for Photon. It just goes to show you how good Okoye is, the fact that she can take her that easily. So instead of applying like the blade because she's immune to it, I think we get like a couple of pauses every time we trigger an immunity or something to our shocks, so we can actually like get a lot of them. I think we're like we refresh or something, but yeah, you can stack so many shocks that we're gonna go above 40 right now. Look at that. And then we're just gonna throw the relic. We're not gonna bait a special, we don't need to. And a heavy attack, clean, man. She has a lot of damage, bro. That was probably like 40 seconds or so, for exactly 40 seconds. Moving on to Elsa. Like, this was an interesting one. I did not expect Elsa to be this great for Photon. I mean, she does have a lot of damage. She gets that precision when she purifies, and with the special 1, she actually hits like a truck, man. Like, you will see here. I don't even know if we're gonna wait the pure life form. I think we're just gonna go in, because she has a lot of damage. She crits like all the time. I think she has like the highest crit chance in the game, if I'm not mistaken, like base stats, and she also has like a big precision, which is wild. And the fact that you can parry her as well without even parrying her is really nice. So we got a really cooperative AI towards the end there. It could have been a little bit worse, but it was actually a flawless fight. 36 seconds, as you can see, that's probably the fastest one so far, and with a full yellow bar. That's like impressive of Elsa. That's pretty good. And now is this gonna be okay? Silver Sable. Silver Sable kind of disappointed me. I thought she was gonna be faster, but then again, Photon has energy resistance, and like all of the damage that Silver Sable does is like shocks, which is energy. So obviously she's going to be slowed down a little bit. But I mean, she's a perfect counter to Photon. You literally go for a heavy attack, and also the heavy attack can't miss, so you ignore the untouchable. And yeah, she's just a very safe counter to Photon. Like, you don't even have to bet any pure light forms. The only time she gets one is like when she throws a special, or I think when you throw a special as well. But when you hit her, she's not gonna get it because the defensive ability accuracy. So yeah, I don't even need to go for 2 special ones here. I go for 1 and then a special 2 to just get those critical shocks, and it is enough, like, for sure. Maybe if this was a rank 4 Photon, I go for the second special 1. Well, that's actually, not bad. Very safe. 46 seconds with 100% health again. Very good for Photon. Now moving on to Falcon. Falcon this is Also have to mention, like, everyone here I'm using is 7-star rank 3 and SIG 200. So obviously if you have a SIG 200 Falcon, he's gonna do a lot. Like, he's gonna crit a lot. I think it increases crit chance, not damage. But I mean, yeah, Falcon, you know, very simple. He has ability accuracy. Photon is never gonna get any charges. It's just very straightforward. But unfortunately, you know, you have to wait for at least 2 lock-ons, because you just don't have enough damage. So here we're just gonna wait. We also have the Black Widow Relic, which increases our crit chance. And we should be able to kill her with the second Locon very soon here. Go for the special to get that guaranteed crit, 34,000. I wish Falcon had a little bit more damage, to be honest. Like, he is a good counter for Photon, but I don't see the reason bringing him for just Photon, you know, because he's not even the fastest one, 51 seconds, because you need to see through 2 lock-ons. But he's very safe. Being safe isn't nice. Now, this is someone that's a new command. Like, holy, I did not expect this guy to be that fast, but he is that fast. Like, look at that damage. 7 hits in, we got 22% down. And I don't think we're gonna bait a single special or a single pure light from here. Yeah, probably gonna just nuke her. The disorient here on the primal raids is really nice because it can also fail her pure light from her charges, so she doesn't enter pure light from that fast. But then we go for the special 2 here, and it's almost enough, but we got the relic, and boom. Very clean hit monkey is absolutely perfect for Photon. 34 seconds. That is actually, I believe, the fastest one so far. It passed Elsa, which I think she was 36. But man, this has to be the best counter in the game. And this probably will be my favorite. It's not as safe as like Silver Sable or like Falcon. But man, it is so good. And this fight is like flawless. I have perfect AI. The AI actually threw the special while intimidated, which actually helped me, because then I could just get my Infuriate back up without any cooldown. And look how clean this fight is, man. Big overkill as well. Like, so good. That was 27 seconds. Was that slower than Hitmonkey actually? I'm not too sure. But man, it's so good. And the big W for Mantis in this fight is that you don't even get too many debuffs on you. So like, even if this was in actual BGs with Masteries with Inequity, Mantis would just do the exact same thing, like exact same damage, which is insane. That's why it's just probably the best counter for me. And I need to actually start ranking her up, because she's actually like nuking some crazy champions here. So I think you don't get to bait the pure life from here with Bullseye, because Bullseye, you know, we have to bait some specials. The fight is going to be longer, unfortunately, because he is Bullseye. Bullseye, although he's very safe. Like, here we want to see who is the best one in terms of speed, health, and safety. Like, this guy is safe. You can parry all the way. You're never gonna miss. It's very safe. Gotta go for the special 2. But again, here, if you were fighting a Photon with Inequity, it would definitely mess up Bullseye's damage. Like, probably he probably wouldn't have done this that fast, because it was fairly quick for Bullseye, at least. 59 seconds. Yeah, probably the slowest one so far. Moving on to Shang-Chi, a very, very good counter. I thought here we were going to need like multiple special 2s, but you're going to see it's going to actually be very close with that first special 2. And that is because, like I said, this guy is SIG 200, so our red numbers are actually very, very big too. And yeah, so Shang-Chi is actually pretty safe too. He can also counter Inequity kind of with these cleanse charges. The only problem in this fight is you can't really parry to heavy or to heavy, so you can refresh. But as long as you can, you know, bait some heavy attacks, get that refresh, is nice. So 8 charges here. Look at that damage, man. It actually kills her. That's another very good counter, honestly. Probably like 40 seconds or so. 34 seconds. That's very fast. Wow. That SIG 200 makes a big difference. Now, this is a fight that I think could have been a lot faster, because look at that start that we have. And here I did not want to trigger my overrun because I didn't want to take any block damage. I probably should have, because it could have been like so much faster, but I didn't. Like, Crossbones can probably, especially at SIG 200, he can probably do this faster than anyone, but I kind of chose to get like the 100% health route, which it probably is gonna win you matches more than like being fast. But still, like 34 seconds with 100% health, I think that's tied with Mantis. So yeah, I can probably see Crossbows being the fastest one if he's at 6200, which here he was. But like, I would have to take less some block damage. And again, it could have been a better score if you do this in BGs. But here I just chose to go for the 100% health route. Because the block with the image on Photon tends to be pretty high, especially at 6200 here. Another decent counter here is Moondragon. When she goes to the Mind, what's that? Psionic Transcendence. She actually purifies a bit of debuffs here, so gets a couple of extra charges. And then that energy vulnerability, with our own inequity, that debuff, those debuffs are going to reduce her own damage. And then the special 2 is going to be a massive overkill. I believe it's not even gonna crit at all, but it's gonna be a massive overkill. But again, this is not super safe. You need to be doing a lot of intercepts, but as you can see, no crits. Still does it really quick. 49 seconds. I think this was the last skill champion. No, we still have Black Cat. Okay. This probably will be the last one. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, obviously here we're going to showcase a lot of skills because they are the best for Photon. Now here, I'm not the best Black Cat player. I don't really use her too much, so I might be making some mistakes. I know that I need to trigger the Sabotage on her, and then that I ideally want to have some heavy, do some heavy counters to get like more combos so I can crit more. But I mean, maybe that kind of slows down the time here, but I figure I need to do a little bit of heavies. Unfortunately, here she does 4-hit combo, so that was like bad. But then here we have the card on her, so we need to get it back. We got it back, and now our special 2 is gonna deal a lot of damage. Actually, it's not gonna deal a lot of damage, but it's gonna place a Sabotage, which every time she fails to proc one of her charges, we're gonna deal some bonus red numbers and just start nuking her. So I honestly, I thought I was gonna prefer Black Cat a lot more for Photon, but she's not really my favorite. It's kind of rough to do it, but nonetheless, not bad. 56 seconds. It could have been faster because I was trying to like bait heavies. Again, I don't know if you should do that, but yeah. Moving on to the mutants, I think we have 2 champions here. This is Onslaught, and then the next one is going to be Dazzler. Onslaught is kind of slow for Photon because you need to go for like 3 bars of power, and then with those suppressions or Petrify or whatever it is, you get less power, and it's going to take longer. But the good thing about Onslaught here is that your Neuroshocks, you can't miss when you have them on, so you can actually parry if you want, which is really nice against Photon. Take some block damage here, unfortunately, but yeah, those suppressions here are going to slow us down quite a bit here. Need to bait those heavies. You don't even have willpower, so Mr. Sense the Relic just doesn't do anything for us right there, unfortunately. Photon is a tough defender. Go for a heavy into a special 2, 15 degens, and that should be it. I don't think we need to go for a special 1 here. She's just gonna take eventually. But as you can see, the health loss is kind of huge. Okay, yeah. So Onslaught is decent, but he's not the best. Like, slow and lost like quite a bit of HP. It's not the greatest. Because again, the energy resistance with the Neuroshock, you need to go for the degens to actually see like solid damage. Now we have a Dazzler. Dazzler is great for Photon. The only thing that I don't like about her is that when you try to go for the Dazzling Dash and she blocks, you stun her, and that is going to actually trigger her untouchable, so you can actually hit her. But the good thing is, if she's on pure light form, you can actually dodge with your dex. You don't need to dex your specials, you just dodge them with Dazzler, which is perfect. But again, you have to go for 3 bars of power, which is going to slow you down because of her suppressions. And this is the thing that I don't like. Just hit into her. It didn't matter too much there because she was already in pure life form, she didn't get any charges. But yes, definitely take a little longer than those skill champions, as you can see. But she is kind of a perfect counter because you just don't have to wait the pure life form, and that is going to do it. Perfect. Full yellow bar as well. She is probably much better than Onslaught, I believe. I think we're moving on to the Cosmics here. We do have some Cosmics. Thanos is nice. The only thing, you don't want to make the mistake I did when I first tried to record this. You don't want to heavy with your combo because that actually stuns her and she goes untouchable. So you actually have to heavy counter if you want to apply your armor shatter. Or you can actually do it when you throw a special, but I prefer to throw it at the beginning of the fight so I can get some solid damage even before the special one. And yeah, Thanos is, I mean, he's a really strong champion. Like, he of course is gonna take Photon as long as he gets some nice crits. I go for the 8 Fury's rotation, and that does a lot of damage, man. Holy. And we finished with decent health too. Like, we heal with our buff here 98%. Very good. 41 seconds. That's impressive. Now moving on to the Hyperion. It is Hyperion. So Hyperion, man, he's kind of cheap because it's such RNG fight. Like, he can go like really bad, he can go really good. I think this is gonna be a really good one, even though she started with like a lot of blocked hits, and she's still doing a lot of them. And I think 5 Furies for 10 for 2 heavy attacks is actually a very like solid average RNG. Now obviously here it would have been different because the opponent would have a limber. But yeah, it's just, it doesn't matter. Like, you still so much damage. It's insane. As long as you can proc some nice Furies with your first heavy attacks. 28 seconds, bro. That is ridiculous. Holy. But you have to take some block damage because you can't parry stun. This is Scream. So I didn't know if I wanted to include Scream, but she's actually a really good counter for her. You will see what I'm talking about here. So I switch to my Energize. I don't know if that's better, but I think because you need 3 bars of power with Scream again, having that 2 Energizes is going to help you in terms of speed. So I went for the Energize here, starting with the 2 Energizes. And here I'm gonna go for the special 1 because I want to wait out the Pure Life from a little bit. And I don't want to wait too much because my fervors start to drop. So I think I'm gonna start hitting it at some point here. Yeah, there we go. Might take a blocked special 1. Yeah. We do take some massive block damage. I probably shouldn't have rushed there too much. But man, she's fast. Like, yeah, she's fast. I probably should have waited though, like a little bit more. And that was really nice. That was very nice. Yeah, 46 seconds. I like Scream. Honestly, I like Scream for Photon. And then if we showcase Scream, we gotta showcase Medusa. So is Medusa better than Scream in this? I think she is probably not as consistent as Scream because Scream doesn't rely on crits, whereas Medusa does. But Medusa is a lot simpler to use. That's the problem. Like, you need to do light enders with Scream and just get that special 1 in. And honestly here, I think Medusa is just gonna kill Photon without even getting to the special 2. She hits so freaking hard with her mediums right there with the armor shatter. It's insane, man. So here we don't even have to bait the Pure Life Form. We played it perfectly there. And I think, yeah, we're just gonna have the Relic and just, yeah. That's definitely faster than Scream. And it was actually better too because it didn't take any blocked hits. But it could have been the other way around as well if I play a little bit better with Scream. 45 seconds. Real good. Is this Adam Warlock? I think this is Adam Warlock. Dude, honestly, man, I am so happy with Adam Warlock as a rank 3. Like, I actually want to take him to rank 3 on my main account. He's so fun to use. Those yellow numbers, like, this is gonna be a perfect fight. I think I'll show you 2 fights here actually with Adam Warlock. One is gonna be decent and the other one is going to be insane. So here, are we gonna go for the special 2? No, we'll go for the Relic here. So this is the insane rotation. I'm gonna show you the second fight, which is not as clean as this, but man, this is clean. This is so clean. Full yellow bar and 30 seconds. Holy. This is the second attempt with Adam Warlock. And that was actually like I first recorded this and then the other one. But then I figured that I think it's better to actually throw your Relic because it hits really hard and it is 3 hits. Once you have 30 of your charges here, you get like massive crits and massive fury. And that is definitely the way to go. But I think here I'm gonna go for the special 2 instead first, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's it. And since I did that, I actually consumed more hits than I would with my Relic. And the pot actually perfect here. And I used my pot again to actually not take any damage, which is, it's great, honestly, like perfect for Photon. And here all I need to do is just get an opening, and then my Relic is gonna do it with the special 2. And that's actually a pretty clean fight too, like not as clean as the other one, but hey, really solid. Use those 2 pods to actually just take no damage from the Pure Life Form, basically no damage. Like we have 98. And that was 49 seconds. Pretty good. Okay, so now we have 3 more champions and they are going to be tech champions. This is Ironheart. Ironheart is not the fastest, again, because you need to go for 3 bars of power to actually kill her. But she actually shuts off Untouchable and you can just parry all the way. So this is a safe, very safe counter. I think the thing that I did here wrong was actually using the incinerate. I probably should have went for the ruptures, because since Photon has energy resistance, I believe it was gonna be faster if I went for the rupture, because rupture is physical. But yeah, that was my bad. I just noticed this. So yeah, we're gonna throw a special 2. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose my, I think, invulnerability a little bit. Like, it's gonna be only on the first few hits on the special 2. So yeah, definitely lose a bit of damage there, but it was almost enough. Yeah, I do like Ironheart. She actually takes a lot of champions, not just Photon, fairly quick. 2 more champions here. This is going to be Stark Spidey, another very good counter for Photon. This is honestly one of my favorites because you just don't even have to like bait any specials, not just like untouchable. Stark Spidey is like insane. But yeah, if I have to choose like my favorites for Photon, I would say Mantis. Man, I haven't been using Mantis a lot and she impressed me so much. So Mantis is probably my favorite, and then I'd say Shang-Chi and Crossbones are probably my top 3. Like, I'm feeling safe when I'm using those 3 for Photon. But yeah, Stark Spidey is honestly probably top 5 as well. He's just insane. Like, look at that damage. As long as you can hit those voice charges. 38 seconds. Okay, so the last one is Shocker. So Shocker is very fast at 6200. So I'm gonna have a picture here for the time duration for every champion and their remaining health. And yeah, I mean, you guys can see who is your preferred one. And yeah, like I said, those top 3 for me, Mantis, Crossbones, Shang-Chi, I really like using them for Photon. They are just super good. Not the safest, especially Mantis, because you can maybe miss an intercept, but man, it's most of the time the fight is going to be done very quick. And if you finish the fight quick, it is pretty safe too, because there's not much room for mistakes. Go for the special 2 here, and I think it's not gonna be like enough to kill, but it's gonna be very close. So yeah, Shocker, very decent counter for Photon, because he's quick. He can honestly take so many matches as well. But yeah, man, that is gonna do it for this video. 47 seconds and 100% health for Shocker. So yeah, here is the results of every champion. I believe Mantis and Hitmonkey were the fastest ones. But man, there were some really surprising results for champions that are not even, you know, on the skill class, like Adam Warlock or like Hyperion. So definitely some very solid counters here for Photon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.